I'm Bob Lennon, International Marketing and Sales Director for Thermalwood Canada, located in Bathurst, New Brunswick. Thermalwood Canada, we're all about thermally modifying wood. We can thermally modify any species of wood, whether it's hardwood or softwood, exotic woods, wood from the area here, doesn't make any difference. The whole process is all about using heat and steam to transform the wood. First part of the process, we receive it, truckloads, we need to take it and we need to sticker it so there's actually a space in between each 2 inches of wood. And we stacker it, we put it into our oven. In our oven we can put about anywhere between 12 to 14,000 board feet in the oven at one time. The cart's 8 feet wide, 8 feet high, 26 feet long. It fits into the oven just perfectly. And what we end up doing is we use propane as our main heat source. We transfer the heat to a thermal oil that's pumped into a radiator in the back of the oven, and airflow is basically what moves it around. So the air goes clockwise around at a horizontal level, comes down one side of the oven, flows through the wood as a filter, collects steam on the other side and just circulates. So that is basically as simple as it sounds, but there's a lot of technology behind it. We've got to build recipes for each wood. We also follow different temperature scales for the different applications that we have for wood. We follow the Thermalwood Association's standards for basically thermally modifying the wood. So it's a Thermal S or a Thermal D specifications, and that all is depending on whether or not you want better stability or better durability on the wood. The higher the temperature, the better the durability is because it's a lot stronger and resistance to decay. And at the same time what it does is that it also makes the wood a lot darker. So that's the process itself. And basically that's all it is. There are no chemical additives used here. We're only talking about heat and steam. What thermal modification does for the process, one, and the most important one, is that it improves its resistance to decay. So you can use specific hardwoods, maple, birch, ash, oak, put them outside that you've never been able to put them out there because they didn't have any resistance to decay before. The other thing too is it changes the aesthetical look of the wood. The wood darkens up, a lot browner in color, almost to a chocolate brown for some species, light brown for others. So you've got a lot more character to the wood than you would before if it was just your normal white wood that was there. It's structurally stable. So the wood does not absorb water. It also does not take any humidity from the air. So we've done testing with various species of wood that they put into a box that was at a relative humidity of 65%, and over a month there was absolutely no changes whatsoever. So it doesn't pick up any moisture from the air. Musicians, for instance, hop into some place where it's very high humidity and they don't have to worry about tuning up the guitar every 10 or 15 minutes. It's very, very stable. For using hardwoods and putting them outside, again, the stability, no shrinking, no swelling of the wood, so you don't have any movement. Those are the things that are really important. We can thermally modify all different species of wood, but not all species go into to the same kind of application. So we have a number of different applications that we use for it. For instance, we use ash as a decking product. We also can use ash for siding. But in our siding products that we make, we have ash, maple, birch that we use as hardwood. You would never think of having a maple siding product, but we are able to do that with our process. We can also have pine, so if you want a softwood to be able to put on it. I talked a lot about hardwoods because our specialty is hardwood. We do guitar necks, we do guitar bodies, both in hardwoods and in softwoods. Sitka spruce is another product that we get. We have people that send us components already prepared, sides of acoustic guitars that we do, and we put in our oven at the same time. We do flooring. We do paneling, side paneling. We have a product that we use, normal juniper or larch, Médez, There's a series of names in Nova Scotia, they call it hackmatack. We use it, and it's an underutilized piece of wood in the province of New Brunswick, and it's not used in the paper industry, it's not used in the sawmill industry because it gums up a lot, but we can use it in our process. And what we end up doing with that wood is that we make a product that at the end, when we're finished with it, it looks like a piece of barnwood. And we can have it in 4 different formats. One of them, what we call our flat brown cracked wood. So if you look at it from the front, it is brown, it's directly out of our oven. So it starts to look like a rusty piece of wood that you've taken off of a barn. We also have a process where we can gray it. And it's not using chemical products, and Mother Nature works with us, and actually a little secret is that we just put it outside and Mother Nature takes care of it for us. We have a brushing machine that takes all the soft parts of the wood out, and it just really accentuates the grain even more, makes it more like a 3-dimensional top. So there's basically 4 formats of that one. That product can be used for half walls, full walls. We have some areas that have used it in stores, retail stores, to really demonstrate their furniture that they're showing. We have another store that's used it to sell tires and rims for vehicles. Another one, it's used in a local restaurant and bar.